Oh, hey. Micro. Well, let's see if that works. Hello, Crow. All right. Are we live? This is very experimental. Right, cool. Yeah, that works. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that works. I can no longer see the stream. There we go. D. Right. Select stream. Refresh. There we go. Okay. How do I see chat? Is there a chat? There is a chat. So there should be a way to see chat. Docs. Chat. Aha. There we go. I'll chuck that in here. No, not like that. Sure. Can you go away, please? Gosh. Well, at least it's pushing that up. Oh, cool. I have some very annoying appendages on my name. Wonder if I can get rid of those. Settings. Basic info. Oh, that's not helpful. And what else isn't helpful? Whoa, my microphone being completely out of here. Okay, and now let me try to get back into. Where even is that repo? Hang on. Let me make sure that I see what you see. Do I not have that repo? RGBify. Yeah, there we go. I have no idea what I did in this repo, and I should probably add some background music. Give me a minute. Somewhere here. Hello. Weird. Is that that widget is not going to display chat, is it? No, it's not. Because it's the wrong chat. So, gosh. Yeah, we'll think about that another time. For now, I will just bloop that away. Is that my PC that's so loud? Yeah. Am I doing anything GPU heavy? No. Oh well. Music. I was looking for music. Here. Let's put that. That's quite loud. Try to turn that down a little bit. Okay, that looks better. Okay. Right, can we... I did not mean for the layout to look like this. There. Great. What? I can't make this smaller? Shenanigans. Thing is, I will not be able to see chat if that's the case. Fine. We'll do it over here. Here. And then that. Here. There we go. Well, that's not helpful. Inspect. Cool. There we go. I have no idea which tool I'm in, but I will definitely delete that. Nice. That will pop up again, but that's okay. Is this a JavaScript inspector? Oh, OBS specifically for YouTube? If true, then that's bonkers. So first of all, I need coffee. I cannot code without coffee. Oh, why is the kettle broken again? Come on. Come on. Just gotta wiggle the cable a little. That makes it safe, right? There. Where's the actual coffee? No. Ah, here. Nice little cup of coffee. Right. When was the last time I looked at this? Fixed a couple math bugs. June the 2nd, 2024. It's been a while. Roll. There you go. Oh, I should probably close Discord. Oh, Discord is closed. It's dropped. Oh, you got hiccup again. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Kitty cat has hiccups. That's okay. Slightly less cursed, but still cursed. Oh, man. I used to be funny. Okay. Alright. Let me try to lint the entire thing. And that should be, like, based on what I'm seeing, it really requires some linting. And that should help me get back into how this code worked. We have a planned up markdown, so that's good. Let's... Oh. Imagine RGB space as a unit cube of percentages. Define D000. Define line D000 plus A111. Define partition of angle. What? Partition angle. Yeah. Define the rotation matrix M such that for any point P, MP is F degrees rotated along the axis of D. Yeah, that makes sense. Requires a unit vector such that XYZ what? Okay, first of all, I suck at markdown formatting. Can I do something like this in Markdown? No, it doesn't help. Whatever. Okay, so that's a unit vector. And pointing in the diagonal direction. Oh, okay, right. Point specific. For any given point, find the height such that A, which is P minus HHH, is perpendicular to D. Does that make sense? Yes. Height along this is the height. No. That's wrong. Or is it? It will not be of length, well, it will not have the length h, but it will be at position HHH. Right. And we want P minus HHH to be perpendicular to D. Okay, good. So P minus H perp 111. Means that their dot product is 0. That means H is the mean of P. That kind of makes sense. And then we consider the line H plus C times A. Right, so that's the line going from the diagonal outward toward the point. So for C equals 0, that's just H. And for C equals 1, that's H plus A, which is not the same as A. Oh, it's a line, yes. Find the intersections I1, I2, and I3 of C with the normals E1, E2, E3. Why?
Because those are the RG and B planes. But hold on. Right, we're going to rotate this along this axis. So why do you need those intersections? Determine the right one. Current guess is the one in the middle. Call it B. At least one of B1, 2, 3 will be 1 or 0. Find the percentage such that P is T% along the path from H to B. What? You've lost me, man. Yeah. That's... Oops, where was it? Here. Rotation matrix from axis and angle. The matrix of a proper rotation R by angle theta around the axis U, a unit vector with that, is given by that. So what is the unit vector in that direction? Is that what? Yeah, requires a unit vector. Yeah, exactly. But then what else do I need? This I multiply with the point P. I don't understand. Let's see what we can do here. Right. Okay, so we've got that. Something that sets to min and to max. A dimmer. Right, let's get rid of that. Pixel shift. Okay, I don't like that. RGB A is pixel. And returns maxa of R minus shift, G minus shift, and B minus shift, and A. What does that look like? Okay, my backwards key is stuck. That's not good. Don't know why. Cool, hang on. Gotta lock my keyboard before I do live surgery on the keyboard. Don't know if I have spray nearby, and if I do, it's guaranteed to freak out my cat. So let me just try to get some of the debris out of there, like that. Nope, that's supposed to be like that. Okay. Let me try that again. Nope. Still sunk in there. What does the shift button look like? Is there something here broken off? No. looks good. Strange. Don't know what that's about. Right, I'll deal with that later. Okay, get matrix. Angle float equals none. U is that. U squared is a third. Cosine of my angle. A cosine. Oh yeah, because 1 minus cosine appears a lot, so you want to pre-calculate that. And then sine of the angle, okay. And this is always going to be u squared, so you can effectively pull out u squared. From the... No, you cannot. So difference is u squared times 1 cosine angle minus u sine angle. So that's this one, and probably this one. Yep. Sum is u squared cosine angle plus u sine angle plus u sine angle plus u sine angle. And then the other is u squared cosine cosine. So this is the a cosine squared plus the cosine. A cosine u squared plus the cosine, a cosine u squared plus the cosine. Okay, so these values. And then the rotational matrix is... Oh, is this row-wise? Is it not column-wise? Is that the issue? So other difference sum other difference and difference sum other. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it is row-wise. That makes sense. Okay, that will give you the rotational matrix. Then you have something called extract data from point. Height is apparently just the sum of the point vector. Hang on. A point is not pixel. Point is 3 elements. Okay. And then h is that. So if the point is too close to its height, let me just make sure I understand that. Average of the 3 coordinates. That's something so weird to visualize. But yeah. No. thought I had it for a moment and then I lost it. For some reason in my head they would always align. But they don't. Whoa. Oh, you're seeing that electric mouse. Okay. So define a point A and its length. Now define A, which is the difference. We're extracting T and H. Transform point. Rotation matrix. Why not just apply the rotation matrix to the point? What? Why do I not just apply the rotation matrix to the point? I don't understand. Transform pixel. Point, yeah. Rotation matrix. Why do I need T and H? Where's my transform point? Point. At what point do I multiply? Here, there. Q. Q is all I need. I'm not returning Q. I'm returning H time. What? What in God's name was I doing? What was I smoking? Okay, Crow, I'm going to have to put my knee on the table. Yep, which means you're going to jump down. Rah! Okay. So, I agree with get matrix. That's all I agree with. All right, let's try to write the second main function and see if that helps. Okay. So, the cooler main. So what we're going to use is we're going to use all of that. I'm gonna import math, obviously. No idea what I did here. Color test. Okay, let's get a couple of folders in. Okay. No, we're not doing OS. We're going to pathlib because pathlib is better. So from pathlib import path. And then here do I have a file called here? I do. Okay, so we're going to do that differently. Import from pathlib lib import path. And then we're going to say here is path of that. The parent? Let's just debug to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, Windows path C GitHub repos. And what would this be? That would be the file itself. Okay, good. So it's this. Okay, good. And then source folder would just be here / source images. Right? Wriggle diggle. Oh. Wait, I haven't actually executed that. There we go. Okay, good. That is good to know. And source folder I can directly take from here as well. And then final is final images. And then test file is that with color test. Right. Okay, let me see where these. Oh, I'm in F11 mode. This is actually quite nice. If it's just like this. Never considered that. Okay. Right. Do we have those files? They're in source images, which is color test.bmp, which is that. Good. And we have final images. Final folder, final images. Okay. Right. Point. That one. Rotate point P to Q. I'm doing some weird shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll understand in a moment. Okay. Okay. Def multiply. Point matrix. And we get back a point, which is a list. And I'm putting that on the wrong end. The point itself is a list, and the matrix is probably np.array. Don't know. Oh, we need to import np. Import np. Is it not np.array? Array? Matrix? Whatever. Matrix is a matrix. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna return np.mul. Alright, that's called rotmat. You can also def rotate, which is a point and an angle. Point is a list, and the angle. I'm doing it again. The angle is a float, and we are going to say rotmat is get matrix of angle, and then we're going to multiply point and angle. No, point and rotmat. And what are we getting back? We're getting back a point. We probably want to round that. But for now, this is going to be fine. Okay. Wow, we're getting an iterator. What? What? Part iterator. Partial. Have I lost my mind? I have no idea what I was doing. Okay. Let's be more explicit about this. Parts equals 6. And now, what I want is what do I want? Let's call it a primitive. Math.pi times 2 divided by parts times number off the entire time. Okay. And then angles is for I in range of parts. We take I times primitive. Primitive. Wait, is that all? I think so. But that's going to start at 0. You know what? I wanted to start at 0, but I want to go one further. I want to come full circle. Let me just print angles. Angles. Just to make sure that that's right. That should go from 0 to 2 pi. Oh, no module named NP, okay. How about tools? No module named NP. Oops. Import numpy as. Yeah, that goes from 0 to 2 pi. Wonderful. Okay. It should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, what was I doing? We're now going to take every point and I already know what's going to be slow about this and how to speed it up. But for now, let's just assume that this is going to work. Can I maybe adhere to pip 8 at some point? Okay, cool. So this is fine. Now, we need to load in an image, and there's several ways of doing that. And the way I did it here was with image.open. So I need pillow. I'm sure Tools has pillow. Okay, and then test im is open. Okay. Okay, so what do I do with test im down here? Pixels is test im.load. Load image data based on tile list. What? You can't put a breakpoint on an empty line, that's why. Oh, fuck you! Alright, there you go. Yeah, pixels. So what is pixels? Pixels is the pixel axis object. That's amazing. And what does it have? Transform pixels. Ah, there we go. Okay, so pixels of ING. Okay. Right, so this is just iterating through the dimensions of the thing. So that's actually good. So this is rotate. And the angle, so basically for angle and angles. Ah. Now, we keep over-rotating here, don't we? Test im save path name. Oh. Now, could it be that that this didn't work because it kept rotating slow and then accelerating to nothingness? This was parts 4, and what does it look like? Did I give it a name? Output angle. So output 4. What's I'm curious now. Okay, is this the original source? Yep, these are identical. Next one. Is that rotated a quarter step? Not really. Is that rotated 180 degrees? No. No, it's not rotating at all. It's... Whatever it's doing it very aggressively. Did it finish? It did. Okay. Interesting. If I do 6 here and just cut out all of these and say run again. No, that's from the thing that makes this circle. So that's a completely different project. And I think here I just rotated. Interesting. Yeah. Because I keep overwriting here. If I instead say this is angle of 0, will that now magically work? I wonder. I mean, it's still not gonna be pretty, but it would be funny if that's all that was. So let me get that 10 and just keep running that again. Float is not subscriptable. Angle is angles of 0. Oh shit. This now doesn't do anything. Shit, why? Okay, whatever that is, it wasn't it. Okay, never mind. Would have been funny if that was the whole issue. But it's not. Okay, cool. So, did I step in a puddle or something? Okay, so we want rotate pixels. Can I say pixel new? Pixels new is copy of pixels. So that has to be copy.copy. And we need to import copy. And then this will just make pixels new. And then we'll store pixels new. Oh, are those just references to the actual remaining picture? We're not ever actually changing testim. Save path name. What? That's annoying. So we load the pixels from there. Oops. Right. Angles of 0, okay. Why can I not? Oh, because angles doesn't exist. So I do have to rotate them around this. And that would just remain like that? Right. File name is your output plus stir of angle. Oops. Plus .png. Despite us starting with a BMP. testim.save. And now, what's it called? Final folder / that. Cannot pickle. Ah, well, we don't need that anyway. Ah, you still have your transparency layer, even though BPM really shouldn't have one. Okay. So pixels of I and J currently. Images, output debug console. Yeah. So okay. Now, what did I want to do with that? And why did I put the space in the wrong position? we'll go from 0 to 2. It's just exclusive. Inclusive. Fuck. 0, 2. Why am I in insert mode? Oh. Exclusive. Good. I knew that. Okay, so we'll take everything from 0 to 3. And then that doesn't work. Because they're not mutable. Can we do this? Does that work? There is exactly 0 chance that this works. Yeah. None type. Now, none type is curious. Why is that a none type? This thing exists, right? That's just 3 numbers. Yes. And this is also fine. Yes. Okay, what is get matrix of 0? Predictably, the unit matrix. Oh, I'm not returning. Okay. Matrix. Which is close, but I'm pretty sure you're not gonna allow that. Yeah. So that's a column matrix. So what if instead it was a tuple? Can you do that? Cast that to a tuple? Nope. Still a matrix. That's a matrix, and you can't tuple that into a matrix, into a tuple. No. Oh, I see. That's not. MP matrix asked to. That is not going to work, is it? Because that's the exact same thing. That's a map object. Then you tuple that again. No. Nice try, Geeks for Geeks. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, does this object, if I just cast it into a variable, my deck, does this have like any methods like get? What is get a? Array. Alternatively, get a1. Closer. What happens if I do tuple on that? We're so close. I mean, this actually might work. Okay, so tuple that dot get a1. Okay, that is now my top. Now we want star of my top, comma. Yes, that works. Okay, cool. So let's try that. Question is, do you allow for that? No. Cannot be interpreted as an integer, right. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So this gives that now. And I could, like, if that's my top, say int of CO or CO in my top. And then tuple. There we go. We try again. Okay, that seems to work. Cool. Now run. Does it produce files? It does. I need to remove all the PNG files here. Yes. It does not rotate them. Which kind of makes sense because I never actually put the pixels back into it. So I wonder what happened here. Did I accidentally delete like a line? Yeah, but this cannot possibly fix that. That's quite insane that that does anything. That's insane. That's completely insane. Don't give me code. Source, image, and return. Art. Yeah. Hello. Yep. OpenCV2 is a bit over the top. Okay, I do this. Is my keyboard Japanese? Yes, it was. There. Alright, I should probably have the imports. And change the pixels. How do I compose pixels back to new image? And you're gonna give me code, aren't you? So, okay, so what I want is out test m not copy. Wait. No. And pixels is out.load. Then out.save. Nope, still not rotating. Ah. The first angle is 0, isn't it? I should have just picked the primitive, for fuck's sake. Primitive. Ah, that's sadly very annoying. I think I just deleted the source file. Yep. You did. Right. Okay. Right, let's at least confirm that these are all... Oh, God. Pi over 3 rotations. So we start with red at the top. Then red is here. Next red should be down here. Next red should be at the bottom. Yes. 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 Okay, good. Oh. Okay, it's working. It's working. Okay. So, does that... Right. What about main here? So if we do angles of 1, what happens? Oh, hang on, actually... Well, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yep. Yep. So that could be the only thing wrong with it, other than it does, like, a shit ton of linear algebra that it doesn't have to. Okay. So now let's take a smaller image as a source. Where do we have our source images? Color test, mist. Yeah, we can take the mist 1, 2, 3. Because that's quite small. And just chuck it through the thing. Let's put it into a folder though. Mist folder. Is final folder. The fuck? Cool mist. Fucking hell! There. Okay. Stupid keyboard. Okay, so we want this in mist folder. And we want this in, let's say, 20 parts. I've missed Funky 20 already. Wow, I am so creative. It doesn't exist, yes. Okay, so... What was it? Cool Mist? Cool Mist, alright. I did not take the right folder. But it is rotating, and that's what matters. Okay, good. In fact, I'm quite interested to see what this would look like as a GIF now. Still pillow. Okay, good. Just write it. What the fuck is glob? Right. Giffer.py. So we're going to take pillow, and we're going to take all of these folders. We're going to take pathlib, and you're going to take log for some reason. Rains is image.open f4 sorted glob.glob mist folder plus star.bmp. No. Dot well, we can cast it into a string, I guess. Surely that'll work. Good. Are you going to put that into the same folder, or where are you going to put that? Index out of range. Yeah. Oh. I'm guessing framed is empty. Yeah. Okay, let's not use that. We are just using primitives, so we're not using angle anyway. So we are saying for index in range of angles. The range of parts. Yes, do not ask me again. That's not good. Does it... Well, we see a preview of what it's going to look like, which is funny, but... Oh! Fuck, this should be index. Yes, okay. Still out of range. I don't know what this glob.blob does. File name globbing utility. This is not helpful. Folders. My files are, let's say, YouTube output x.bmp x 1 to 20, or rather 0 to 17. This didn't work. I really need glob. There we go. This path is missing a separator. These are all terrible. I'm gonna take this. How about this? That looks better. Now, where did it store that GIF? Did it store it in GitHub repos? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay. A little confused in the middle there. I think that could be... Ooh, okay. Okay. So digits is len of stir of index. Zeros is 3 minus. That's not minus. That's minus. 3 minus digits. And then we'll add 0 times zeros. Plus. Whoops. Does that work? Yeah. Exactly. Save it here this time. This time it actually produces 20 images, which is nice. And now let's look at the output GIF. Beautiful! Ah! That took 1.5 hours. I could have had that so easy. Alright. Cool. Now let's take a look into the psychedelic trip that is inevitably going to happen when I do this to other images. Actually, that could be easily applied to videos as well as a filter. Probably already exists, but I don't care. I just want my GIFs. Alright. Cool. So this is, of course, not missed. So let's remove all of that. Actually, let's put that output because I really love that. Let's put that output GIF somewhere here. Okay. Then remove all of that. And then as an input, take... right, there, test file. That's not used, is it? No. So, test file is source folder mist123. Yeah, that's super fast. No! Oh, yes. No, this is fine. Okay, and now I'll make a GIF. Cool. Yes! Yes! Gosh! Ah, good lord! That took so long! Oh, we could have had that so much sooner. Okay, good. Now... Now we put the actual Mist background here, that one. mistbg.png. Oh, yeah, okay, that's going to be a lot bigger. Just delete all of these. And this one. Okay. Good. That's nice. And that would have annoyed me if I hadn't got that. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that really was all that was wrong with the original script as well. Oh well. Right. That is really all I wanted to achieve today. I suppose let's wait until it's done. Then I'll call it here. Nothing's crashed in a while. 3, 2, 1. No? Okay. Gosh. I'm not gonna do C++ today. If I do, I'll do it later tonight. But for now, this was nice. Stupid. That's such a stupid bug. Gosh. Ah, it's annoying. But I have no idea what I'm doing with the I mean, it seems to also work. What I'm doing here. Oh, it looks like. Wait, hang on. Rotation matrix. And then transform point. Still has all the shenanigans in there, yeah. Not really sure what I'm doing here. I'm so happy. Okay. Are we done here? Yes. Okay, cool. So, Giffer. And so this is now PNG. PNG. And now we should have a full mist output GIF. Yes! Oh my god. But I could make it a little bit slower. Duration, let's say 300 milliseconds per frame. That kind of means I need a little bit of a smoother transition. How large are the files in this folder? 5 megabytes. Interesting, the individual ones are a megabyte each, but the combined GIF is just 5 megabytes. Yeah, this is just not smooth anymore. This is smooth, but it's too fast. So I need better resolution. Let's say 200 here, see if that makes it easier on the eyes. A little. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. What is auto stop? No idea what that means. Anyway. Yeah, I'll try this again. Bye-bye. You will not be able to reconnect. Your stream will stop and you will no longer be